Sean Haney here with RealAgriculture.com, and then we're at CropSphere 2016 in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and we got a great guest, a very excited guest today.
Yeah, awesome.
Janice Tranberg, with Executive Director with SaskCanola. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Yeah.
Good. So, big news, or a big deal today, tonight. I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to go to the Roxy and get a bit of a sneak peek at this new documentary you've been working on.
Yeah.
Tell us why you're so excited about it.
Well, because we've been talking about it now for a while. When we launched the trailer in the very first week of November, it really exceeded our expectations. Within the first month, we had 100,000 impressions over social media. We had people from Australia and around the world talking about it. So, it's exciting, so we can finally launch it tonight and we can have people see it, and that's really exciting.
So what is it about?
Well, it's about social license. It's about why farmers choose to farm and how they do it, but it's making sure that the public understands why they do it, and so that they continue to have a right to farm. As the urban and the rural population, that divide becomes bigger, we know that the urban population they're interested in farming, they're interested in how their food is produced, but they don't really understand it. And they hear things, particularly through social media, and they believe them, and that has the ability to impact how a farmer farms. We hear all the time, pesticides as an example. A lot of people think that farmers just liberally spray pesticides all over, but as a farmer, we know it couldn't be further than the truth. So we have to get out there and we have to talk about it. So this film answers some of those misconceptions, but bigger than that, it's a call to action. It says, farmers, get out there, talk about it, tell your stories.
Okay, so I understand in Ontario, social license is a big deal, right? We have people, especially people farming right around the GTA. It's becoming a bigger issue in Alberta. Mm-hmm. Calgary and Edmonton have become cities over 1 million people, and social license is being talked about a lot more there. Is it that big of a deal in Saskatchewan? Because Saskatchewan still feels to me very rooted in agriculture. Why such a discussion around social license?
Well, we're lucky. I think we are. It used to be, I don't know what the statistics are, so I probably shouldn't even quote them, but, I think it used to be just a last generation, everybody had a connection to the farm, 1 in 10, and now it's like 1 in 3. And in Saskatchewan, we're lucky that we still have that connection. Ontario, it's probably even less. But why were our farmers excited about it? Because if we don't do something proactively, then when it starts to happen to us, we're going to stand back, we're going to be in the same position, for example, that the Ontario farmers are in today.
So we're going to put a link to the video in the story around this video, as you can find it on RealAgriculture.com. Is there other ways that people can watch the video?
Well, the goal is to make it as broad as we possibly can. So we have a website, license2farm.com. So go and see that, where, as you said, there's going to be the embedded YouTube video. And that goes live Friday at noon. And we're going to have a Twitter chat around that. So please come and join us. It'll be fun. We're also going to have a sneak peek on Thursday at the Crop Production Show at 11 o'clock at the Bear Crop Science Theatre in Hall B. So anyone who's there is more than welcome to come and join us. But then further than that, we want to make sure this gets out, and we want to make sure it starts discussions, because that's the objective of it, right? It's not about the film, it's about the message, it's about the conversations. So we're going to be doing things like a screening in a box. If you think people are interested in, and you want to take it to your sales group or your AGM or whatever, we'll have it. We'll have a bit of a discussion paper that'll go along with it. We're going to try to get it, we're working with Ag in the Classroom to get it into schools. We're working with Farm and Food Care. We're working with Farm Credit Canada, Ag More Than Ever. We want it to get it as broadly viewed as possible, so that, again, the message gets out. Join the conversation.
I think it's important here, though, that farmers just don't, or people in the ag industry just don't share it with their farming neighbors or their, maybe their family who is also farming. It's really important to push this outside of our ag bubble and, share it with some of your family members that maybe live in the city. Share it with some friends that aren't necessarily tied to agriculture. Because that's really what we want to accomplish here is
Yeah.
getting our message about social license out to a broader audience.
Yeah, I think it's all of those things, actually. I think it is that conversation with your mother-in-law at the dinner table, for sure. But it's also that bigger conversation, like you said, in the broader. And really, one of the things I hear quite often from my farm colleagues is, well, I don't know the science. And, I don't know this fact and I don't know that fact. But you know what? You know why you use it because you use it. So that's what you can talk about. That's how you're credible. So tell the stories, and talk about what you do on your farm. And people want to hear that. That's the exciting part. They really do want to hear that.
Yeah, Janice, thanks a lot for joining us today. Congratulations on the documentary. We're looking forward to viewing it. And please, I encourage all of our community out there with Real Agriculture to share it with your friends and neighbors and everybody that you can. Congratulations on the project.
Thanks, Sean.